Hi Anti-Society, welcome back to the Anti-Social Planet, and today we are checking out a video for Gahyeon's birthday. And when I asked you guys for suggestions, I wanted to get a cover to kind of keep things even with the different members, and the one that came up the most was the coming of age ceremony. And this is a song I know, which is a first in the covers that I've done so far from Dreamcatcher. However, that only makes me more nervous about watching this performance because I know this song, and anyone who knows this song understands that it does something, you know? And I feel like mixed with Gahyeon's stage presence, pray for me. That's all I can say. I'm very nervous about how this is going to be. I'm sure she'll do a great job. I'm sure that it'll be amazing, but it does make me somewhat nervous about what's about to happen. With that being said, we are going to check it out anyway. I found a live performance of it. I think that's the only time that she's done it. It was for a live. We're gonna do it. Am I stalling a little bit? Maybe. I am. I just feel like I'm not ready, but we're gonna check it out anyway. We have to. It's for her birthday, so let's get into this cover. Hey Gahyeon, go easy on me. That's all I can say. I feel like she probably won't, but... this song, yo. The eyebrow? I said go easy on me, and then she lifted her eyebrow at me. Good hair flip, though. We appreciate some hair choreography. Am I distracting myself? Yes. She sounds good, too. The eyebrows again. I feel like the hair might be a problem. She's keeping it together though. Okay, I'm just... Everybody take a breath. Okay, she sounds great. I knew that she would. Even though it's kind of a lighter sound, it's not breathy. She's a lot of good closure on it, but she's also not like putting a bunch of oomph behind that, which is part of the song and how the song is arranged. But her voice is just sitting really nicely in it. She's doing great. I feel like the hair might be a problem. There's a lot of head movement in the choreography. She's doing great though of just like managing that. Look, I always put my hair back because when I'm working, nothing makes me more frustrated than having hair be an issue. So I empathize so much with people who have long hair that are performing because you just have to manage it and at the same time, like, not ruin it. That's like a whole thing of like someone has spent a bunch of time styling your hair and you need to like not ruin it with the way that you're trying to get it out of your way. Doing great with the dancing as well. I'm trying to be respectful. I don't know where to look, you know, because like in my head she's the youngest and I'm just like, she's doing great though. The facial expressions are really good though. I think that this song is actually kind of a good fit for her because it has that flirtatious kind of feeling to it, but it's like playful. She sounds really good, like her voice is really steady. Again, there's not a ton going on with the vocals in terms of like needing to have a bunch of support for it, but she's dancing like the whole time. Again, we have like head movements, so you're literally like moving your head, your neck, and even if you're not singing during that, even just having that movement and then trying to like get everything situated the right way with all of your like support, your breath support, your articulators and stuff like that, have everything be where it needs to be so that you can sing properly is something that you have to practice. And obviously they practice a lot and are trained to be able to perform and dance and sing all at the same time, but just like really steady with the vocals, like consistent, which is really great for a live performance. Obviously the audio isn't the best kind of studio quality that I would like to kind of hear everything perfectly and really pull it apart, but very impressed at the moment, especially since I would assume that since it's for a fan meeting, it's not something that she's practiced as much as other numbers, like their own songs, and is probably something in a tighter frame to actually practice stuff and like get everything arranged, because it's not like for a tour or something like that. So doubly impressed with the way that she's pulling this off with the choreo as well. She's doing a really great job with the dancing as well. Shout out to the dancers with her too, who are also doing a great job. See that the eyes, she's like fully in character in this one, which is just says her stage performance is really good. Ooh, good little vocal run. I am wondering how much of it she's actually singing live as I pay a little bit more attention, because before I was kind of listening, and when I listen to things my vision kind of like doesn't quite focus in as much. Part of the reason why a lot of the time I'll listen to a song before I watch the music video is that I can only do one at a time. My brain is easily overwhelmed. I can't like watch and listen at the same time. Ask like any teacher I had at all during my school career with that one, but I'm not sure how much of it she's singing live and how much of it is a backing track with this one. Again, it's hard with the audio quality that I can't fully tell, but just like watching the way that her mouth is moving, I'm not sure how much we're switching between those two things. I don't really mind if she has a backing track. I know some people can get a little bit defensive when they hear that someone is performing with a backing track. It doesn't bother me personally. I think that a performance is a performance, and if someone wants to focus on the dancing or the performance part of like being live as opposed to the vocal part, doesn't really bother me all that much. I think that sometimes you have to make sacrifices for something, especially like I was saying, if this isn't a compressed time frame for them to get stuff ready, then she's not going to have the same amount of practice doing live. I'm not saying that she isn't singing it live. Again, I'm kind of curious about that. I don't know, because it's hard for me to kind of hear with this audio quality to see how much of it there is, but she's doing a great job. I mean, I'm here to just watch her perform and have fun. I mean, she's so in character, and I think that that's something even early on that drew my attention to Gahyeon in live performances, is that she just has this kind of charisma when she's on stage, and she just, I don't know, there's something about like the playfulness of her on stage that just like draws my attention to her, and I think that this song fits really well with that kind of feeling, because it does have that flirtatiousness, and she's taking it into more of a playful, flirty feeling as opposed to something that is very, very sensual. I think it really depends on the performer. I know from seeing other covers of the song and the original song, it kind of, some people push more into the sensual end, and then some people stick to something more flirtatious. And I think with the way that she's controlling her facial expressions and having kind of more flirtatious smiles and like eyebrow raises and stuff like that, it is on that more playful, flirtatious side of things. See, that's very playful. Nice little ending moment. Yes, be proud of yourself. You did perform like that. Well, I for one am very happy that she went more of the flirtatious fun route as opposed to some of the more sensual versions of covering that song. I don't know if I would have survived. Honestly, I feel like I was kind of pulling myself out of it a little bit because I was trying to, you know, give some thoughts and analyze a little bit more than just kind of like, you know, letting her charisma hit me. So I feel like I did okay. I was worried there, and I think part of it is to the kind of, I don't know, smaller venue of it, the fan cam style of it, that makes it a little bit less, I don't know, I'm not getting like zoomed in on her face or anything like that, you know, with like professional camera stuff where it can be a little bit more intense in me, but I really liked that. I love getting to see her character on stage, of like how she chooses to embody the story of the song and how she chooses to interpret it, especially with a song that I know and I've seen other people do covers. So seeing her interpretation of that and her doing the dancing as well, very good job at like having those moments where she really leaned into the character of, you know, how she was interpreting the song and how she wanted to portray the lyrics and stuff like that, being really selective about when she had those moments, even without camera work that was going to be zooming in on her face or anything like that. It was just like a way of taking the right moments for when to do that and when to focus in on the choreo and let those shine. So that's it for this reaction, and to start the celebrations with Gahyeon's birthday, you can click this playlist to go and see my previous reactions, or you can subscribe so you don't miss next time I do a Dreamcatcher reaction and also the upcoming reaction for Gahyeon's birthday, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!